Shucks, folks, I'm speechless. Well, I guess there's a few things I'd like to say, but it's mainly, thank you to a huge amount of people who made the show so wonderful. To Ed, you did an amazing job. I'm sorry that you couldn't be with us the entire time, but thank you for coming for the final night. That was, you're a trooper. Thank you so much. And Sandy, thanks for putting up with me for so long with those off pitches. Joy, sorry if I had two left feet a few times, but thank you for that. And to the rest of the cast, you guys are awesome. You made my first experience so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yay! You jumped.
Oh, wow. Our next award is really quite special. I think if any of you have ever looked in the back cover of the Lethbridge Musical Theatre programs, you will see a really big list of people that have been awarded Lemmys. That's kind of like our Oscars. Lemmys, it means that we're recognizing somebody for their contribution to Lethbridge Musical Theatre. And you need to be involved in more than one show in order to qualify. And most of you who have won it in the past have been in more than 2 or 3 shows, that's for damn sure. And it's a special award. You're in pretty darn good company. People that are listed there are the ones that I think keep this organization afloat, and hopefully we get more of you involved in that regard. So the Backstage Lemmy Award this year goes to a gentleman that's been involved in shows in various capacities, on the executive and on stage, and helping out in a lot of other ways. And it's my pleasure to present this Lethbridge Musical Theatre Lemmy Award backstage to Glenn Snellgrove. Wow.
Well, thank you. Wasn't expecting that, but appreciate the recognition, and it is certainly an honor. Thank you.
The Lethbridge Musical Theatre Lemmy Award for On Stage. This is really, really special as far as I'm concerned. 67 years ago.
Not me.
I had the opportunity to work with the gentleman in the first time that we did Guys and Dolls. And he phoned me when he heard that we were doing this show, and he said, would you entertain the notion that maybe I could come out and be in the show? And I said to him, no way, buddy. No, really, I said it would be a privilege to have you come. He said, I'll come out, I'm going to audition like anybody else. I said, okay. I said, by the way, how old are you now? And he said, 84. I said, wow. I'm 77, so I thought, well, he could, so 5 years more, but and he came out and he performed as well as he did 67 years ago. And this year, the Onstage Lemmy Award goes to need I say? Tom
I'm going to fix it. First of all, he made me 2 years older than I am. I don't know. There's a kind of competition going on at this table over here. Who have had the most number of bypasses? He's only got 2 bypasses and I've got 3. So that's what I think of him. No, this is quite a thing. It was 46 years ago. We did Guys and Dolls together with a professional. You remember we brought in Doug Crossley, and it was an exciting show. But I'll be quite honest with you, I enjoyed this show much more than I did. There was something plastic about the first show we did compared to the heart that was in the show, and the excitement and the sheer talent and the enthusiasm of all these young people. And that's really what brought me back, and I think I'll be able to hold myself together. But as I say, I went through heart surgery a year ago, or just over a year ago, and then I bashed my head up down at the movie mill running in to get tickets in February, and I ended up doing a somersault and landed on my face in the sidewalk. And I broke my nose and my teeth and bashed my head, and I don't know what the hell I did to my head, but I wasn't quite right for 3 months after that. But some people didn't notice the difference. Anyway, when I saw the ad for Guys and Dolls, I said, why not? I'll find out if it's worth a shot. Now, I'll give you another little piece of history that, and I know why Ed was so reluctant to take me on the cast, because I used to have a little habit many years ago, and that little habit was drinking too much. And I can assure you that drinking doesn't go very well with acting on the stage, and it goes even worse with being a surgeon. So, so I decided 42 years ago that I better quit drinking. And it was on the advice of a sweet lady who's here tonight, Linda Bailey, your wife. She wanted to drink here. But I said to her one day, you know, I'm troubled with this. I think I'd better quit drinking. And she said, you know, God helps those who help themselves, Tom. So I could have popped her in the nose, but funny enough, that kept needling in my head every time I wanted to go out for a drink after that I'd better do something about it. So there you are. I've 42 years sobriety now. I've been given many honours in my life, and I've been made a chief of the Blood Tribe twice. They call me chief 2 headdresses, but I don't have 2 heads to put them on. And then I was given a degree of Doctor of Laws by the University of Lethbridge not so long ago, and various other things that I've picked up. I was once appointed as the medical officer and advising the Alberta government on alcohol and drug abuse. And they couldn't have picked a better guy. Because they weren't talking to a theoretician here. I had tried this out, you know. And I was reminded when we were coming in here tonight, I was just saying that that we were talking